This camera is not straight. But what about me is, right? Hi, my name is Rick, and there are 3 optimal ways that I would like to die. So I've been wanting to make this video for like a really long time now, and I'm finally doing it, so 3 cheers for this queer. So I watched the Pixar film Luca, and boy is that motherfucking joint gay, despite what the creators and Disney itself is saying. Also, I am one of those gays who makes being gay their entire personality. Go argue with your fish, blah blah. I'm burning incense, so that's what that is. Indie kid, cottagecore gay. But so Luca is a movie. Did you know that? Did you know Luca is a movie? Luca is a movie set in Italy about a young adventurous boy who is what is known in this world as a sea creature. And cue Luca Paguro.
Ah! Fish out of the barn! Fish out of the barn!
Luca lives with his mom, his dad, and his grandmother underwater. I don't know, maybe I'm missing some other family members.
Hi, Grandma.
Hey, Bubble.
Hi, Dad.
Luca!
Whatever. He lives with those 3 main members of his family underwater, bikini bottom type B. And as with every coming of age film, there's forbidden territory that the protagonist so longs to visit. Luca's parents don't want him going to the surface. They don't want him thinking about the surface, breathing the air on the surface.
I was just curious.
Yeah, well, the curious fish gets caught. We do not talk, think, discuss, contemplate, or go anywhere near the surface. Got it?
Yes, Mom.
So the surface is a dream. She's a figment, okay? She do not exist to you. This is because, as with every fictional film set in another world, humans are a flaming pile of scummy shit who will try to kill you at every turn.
Was there a boat? Huh? Did you hide?
Yes, Mom.
Because if they catch even a glimpse of you, you think they come around to meet new friends, huh?
No.
Make small talk.
I
No,
don't.
they're here to do murders.
In all fairness, they were there to do the murders. So Luca's parents were very much onto something. Luca then meets another young, dashing man, whose name we later learn is
Alberto Scorfano.
which is my favorite fucking part of that movie. Like, theater kids, actually, we need to start making that a, like, tongue twister warm-up when you get into class. Alberto Scorfano. Alberto Scorfano. Is that not the most fun thing to fucking say? Speaking of fun names to say, Keegan-Michael Key. Give me a more perfect name than that. I'm waiting. Keegan-Michael Key. Keegan-Michael Key. Keegan-Michael Key. Keegan-Michael Key. No, Keegan-Michael Key. Keegan-Michael Key. Keegan-Michael Key. Keegan-Michael Key. Purr. So Luca and Alberto meet, and Alberto fucking throws him straight into the deep end, by which of course I mean he pulls him straight out of the fucking water, aka to the surface, the forbidden land. I was shook. I was beside myself as a viewer, genuinely. I was like, what the fuck just happened? Did it actually just happen? Because I thought they were going to ease us into it. Like, Luca was going to be like, I don't want to. And Alberto was going to be like, come on, you gotta. And then he eventually goes out onto the surface. But he was like, nah. Yeet. This movie was a literal fish out of water X Be Who You Are collaboration. The motifs were steaming, babe. And if that is not the most gay story I've ever heard, literally Pixar's Luca is the most queer-coded story that Disney has ever. Nope, that's not true, but it's definitely up there. If you're unaware, queer coding, at least according to what I've learned in my understood definition of it, is encoding a character with certain queer characteristics, mannerisms, dialogues, tropes, and even stereotypes which all allude to a character being queer without explicitly stating it. Essentially, it's hinting at the gay. Queer coding saw a rise after the implementation of the Hays Code in America, which in short was basically a guideline that all film and television productions had to abide by. So during this time, film or television media essentially could not encourage an immoral lifestyle. Your protagonist could not murder, they could not steal, they could not be a gay. So, to avoid getting in trouble with the principal, filmmakers would include these things through subtext. For instance, since sexual acts or like anything steamy was not allowed, like it was prohibited by the Hays Code, they said, fuck that shit, we Mormon now, bitch. The foot pop was invented. The foot pop, which we still see today well, I don't know about today, I don't know when last I saw a film that had an actual foot pop in this day and age. But like, we were seeing it until like well into the 2010s.
I just kind of hope that if he kisses me, my foot pops. Pops?
Yeah. You know, in old films, whenever a girl would get seriously kissed, her foot would just kind of pop.
Right? You know, and every time you saw it, we knew, oh, it's getting hot and heavy. She feeling it. Similarly, this was the only way to see the gays, or at least during that time. But unfortunately, this technique, queer coding, it made use of stereotypes. And eventually, at some point, the antagonist was the only character that was queer coded. And so it removed itself from any form of representation and became this symbol for misaligned allies and essentially just anti-queer propaganda. Disney is a huge culprit of this. Almost all of their villains have been queer coded. And as a result, evil, malice, villainy, acts of hatred, acts of violence have become synonymous with queerness. If you want to learn more about the Hays Code, you can literally just Google it. Or alternatively, there are literal millions of videos on YouTube about, maybe not literal, but I think we've established that hyperbole is my only communicative device. But anyway, there are a lot of videos on YouTube about it. But I specifically suggest, are they gay? He's cool and funny, smart, and his videos are really entertaining. And Rowan Ellis, they are really cool and smart and pretty, and their videos just make you feel so good inside. Can you tell I'm a stan? Luca. He has to hide his identity as a sea creature from the humans in order to protect himself. They see him as a threat, but they don't specifically see him as a physical hazard or risk, rather as a menace. They aren't afraid of him, they're afraid of him in their society.
We're not afraid of you.
No, but we're afraid of you. Everyone is horrified and disgusted by you because you are a monster.
The phobia isn't of Luca, it's of people like Luca, sea creatures. Transphobia, homophobia, queerphobia as a whole is based off of the threat that queer life, queer lifestyle, queer identity poses to a binary and heteronormative way of life. Now, about that Silencio Bruno moment, because that is a moment.
Shut him up. Say, Silenzio Bruno.
Silencio Bruno.
Louder. Silenzio Bruno.
Silencio Bruno.
Silenzio Bruno.
Silencio Bruno.
Can you still hear him?
Nope, just you.
Good. Now hang on.
That moment when Luca says, nope, just you, I think is so important to their story, because from that moment onward, just moving forward, the rest of their story, Alberto becomes Luca's anti-Bruno. He becomes that voice that tells Luca to go for it, to do that crazy thing that he never would have thought he would be able to do or would have wanted to do. And to a certain degree, Luca doesn't hear Bruno anymore. He only hears Alberto spurring him on, being his cheerleader. And I think that just adds so much depth to their relationship. I think of that Bruno interaction voice thing as that TikTok meme sound thing that was trending like 2019 or 2020 or something. Don't do it, girl. It's not worth it. I'm not gonna do it. I was just thinking about it. I'm not gonna do it. That sound is giving me very much a Bruno. Because Bruno gonna tell you to not do it, girl. Bruno, whether it's an internal voice or an external voice, tells you to hide yourself, tells you to not wear that skirt, to not wear that binder, to not share your pronouns. Bruno denies you your truth. Whether it's blatant prejudice and gaslighting, or it's masked as, I'm just trying to protect you. I'm just trying to protect you from the cruel world because they're not gonna like you, or gaslighting in the form of like, oh, no one cares that you're gay. It's all Bruno. Because, I mean, the gays have experienced so much denial and erasure for centuries.
Can you withstand passive-aggressive verbal assaults?
On all platforms, from music and art to academia to medical advancements to film. Because people like Uncle Hugo, why am I fighting? Uncle Hugo. I know how you say your name, my nigga. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to sound ridiculous. I'm sorry to this man. I don't know how to say motherfucking name. But, you know, the Uncle Hugos come around and suffocate them. They suffocate the gays.
Alberto, but it's okay. He's one of us.
Ah, yes. There's usually a bad influence. Good thing you sent for me when you did, huh?
Luca, this is my brother, your Uncle Hugo.
Uncle Hugo.
Come on, no time to waste.
Mom, What does he mean?
You're going to stay with Uncle Ugo
Uncle Ugo.
for the rest of the season.
No, I can't.
2 seasons then. Wanna go for 3?
I mean, how many Uncle Ugos have we come across on our screens? From the military, which is obviously like an American trope or storyline, to the priests, the pray the gay away, those correction camps where they undo the gay or something. I don't fucking know. And a show that I think is extremely queer-coded, or just like appeals to the gay masses, is Star vs. the Forces of Evil. And even they, in their show, have like a princess prison thing, right? Where if like princesses don't know how to behave, they get sent there.
Princesses are enrolled by the dozens in order to have their behavior corrected.
And it's like, come on, man. Like, this is so canonically queer, even though you don't want to say it, which then would make it not canonically queer. Point is, like, the gay people, they get it. They've been denied. So they get it. In the same breath, loved ones, people who ask their family members to hide their queer identity in the name of protection, whether it's protecting the family or themselves from being judged, Amantbozotini syndrome, or protecting you as the queer person from becoming a target.
Why are you doing this?
The world is a very dangerous place, Luca. And if I have to send you to the bottom of the ocean to keep you safe, so be it.
Which is a huge part of Eric Effiong's journey in season 2 of Sex Ed, which is spurred mostly by his dad, obviously, but it is his journey.
Are you sure you want to go in like this?
Yes.
Are you sure you're sure?
Yes.
Figuring out like how to, whether or not to rather hide because they'll hurt me, or just deal with it because it's who I am.
I don't want you to be hurt.
No, I'll be hurt either way. Isn't it better to be who I am?
Much like in Sex Ed, like in Luca, and like in, to be completely honest, real life, they are being harmed. Queer people are targeted. It is a reality. Luca's parents The parents of Luca have a fear, and that fear comes to fruition when Luca and Alberto Scorfano are revealed to be sea creatures in front of the entire town, and are then chased down the fucking hill with sea spears. It's not the word I wanted to say. With fishing spears and pitchforks. Where queer killings are happening so often that even at the protests against them, queer people are being killed. Oh my god, I can't believe they tried to say this movie isn't gay. Luca and Alberto's relationship. Talk about a gay romance. Firstly, Alberto is immediately, and I so wish I could say canonically, but for the sake of the definition of the word, he is heavily implied, or at least in my opinion, to be gay. I mean, the hair. He has a gramophone. And that clap back to Ercole?
You look like a
Catfish.
A catfish!
They're bottom feeders, and they also have 2 sad little whiskers.
All that shit is as straight as a motherfucking pride rainbow. And by gay, I don't mean specifically homosexual masculine love. I'm just saying that Alberto is not only fucking with the ladies, but these interests and characteristics are not exclusively gay and should not only be associated with the homosexual man. They're non-gendered hobbies and speech patterns. Dismantle gender stereotypes, But this is my video, and in my video, that shit be gay as fuck. Therefore, Alberto be gay as motherfucking fuck. To say the least, had Alberto and Luca been a cisgendered boy and girl, that story definitely would have featured a kiss on the cheek or something romantic like that, because that story is romantically coded. Luca did in what happened to be a queer and emotionally mature and healthy way what The Little Mermaid wanted to do. But, you know, with less manipulation, misogyny, and sacrifice of one's entire life and lifestyle. Give my girl Ariel her tail back. By the way, Ursula, remember Ursula the purple octopus lady, was designed and inspired by a drag queen named Divine. I'm pretty sure it's Divine. Designed after a drag queen. There's that queer coding we were talking about. So Alberto helped Luca find his voice as a sea creature. Which, sea creature? Really? Darling, just be the gay you are and call yourself a mermaid. So these two friends who were just roommates, these two friends planned to run away together, disappear into the world together, travel the world together.
Luca, think about it. Every day we'll ride someplace new, and every night we'll sleep under the fish. No one to tell us what to do, just you and me out there. Free!
Take me, gravity!
Silencio, Bruno.
AKA, them bitches was gonna elope. Ercole, by the way, side note real quick. That man like 30, terrorizing a 13-year-old. Okay, I'm kidding. He's like 16, but I shit you not, for like 4 days after I watched the movie, until I actually like started doing research and stuff for this movie, for this video, I properly thought he was like fast approaching 30. I was like, no, this man is probably 21.
Aren't you a little old, Ercole?
Senora, I'm 16.
You said that last year.
But this year is true.
He is not aging well. I'm not going to sit here and judge this child cartoon character, because I don't think I'm going to do that great in terms of like aging either. But like, sir, you gotta moisturize the sun. You ever heard of sunscreen? Ercole, by the way, gay. He's a dick, and he's gay. He's giving me very much Anwar from Sex Ed. Like, he's a fucking asshole, and he happens to be gay. Very much Neil and the Gay Mafia from Hoops. Remember when Neil got broken up with by, I think his name is Scott, the gay guy who plays basketball on Hoops, and then Neil went and spread a rumor about Scott, that Scott isn't actually gay because he lost his virginity to a girl. Yeah, very much mean girl, but I think I'm okay with it in this case, because you know how like men, as for I'm okay with it, like, okay, I give it the gay stamp of approval. But like, you know how men or gay men often get like characterized or like just typecast into this like box of like sassy and like snake and bitchy and mean girl, and that's like the only thing they are. Yeah, like that fucking sucks. But in like the context of Luca, I think, yeah, like Ercole is a dick, but like he's not the only gay representation we get. Gay rant aside, Luca also tackles releasing yourself from certain clutches. The plans change. Luca's goal is to go to school. It's no longer the Vespa or to travel the world, or at least not for now. It's not to say that he never wants to buy the Vespa and travel the world with Alberto. It's just right now he wants to go to school. And that's life. It also teaches you to let go of certain things and people and lifestyles when they no longer serve you. When your path requires a different certain set of skills or group of people or destination.
That of every single thing we're gonna need. Also, I added flames.
That's so cool. Oh, and we can bring a telescope too.
Yeah, that shoots lightning.
No. You look through it. Julia says there's an even bigger one at her school. Wait, what if we visit her there?
Why would you want to do that?
It kind of sounds interesting.
The whole reason we're getting a Vespa is to live on our own. We don't need school. We don't need anybody.
Couldn't we just try it? Just for a few days?
Alberto got Luca out of the water and off the island. But for now, as our favorite selfish drama queen says, they gotta go their own ways. Just for now.
Go, Luca! Go! Yeah!
Also, those old ladies at the end who put down their umbrellas and let the rain pour down on them and show their true mermaid colors. It's giving me very much that old lesbian couple that everyone ignorantly thought they were just roommates, and they just happened to like nothing more than to share a bed together. Like Abe Lincoln and his bodyguard, they were roommates.
Oh my God, they were roommates.
Well,
that's enough gossip for today, Twyla.
That was fun. Thanks for sticking around, friends. Toodle dip and cheerio.